Alright, today we're going to be installing a TST Industries integrated taillight on a 2010 and up CBR 1000RR. This particular taillight also fits on a 2008 and 2009 model, and the installation is almost identical with the exception of having to remove a large undertail with the fender portion from here. So to begin, we're going to take off the passenger seat and also the driver's seat. Driver's seat disassembly begins with removing the shroud just underneath it. There is a push friction fastener in the center of this panel and also a hinge point here. So you will need to pry up on the friction fastener and then hinge it around this tab here and remove it. This is the tab. This is what it hinges on. Just be careful not to break that. We'll do the same on both sides. Now that allows us to access these screws that fasten the seat down. Both of these will have to come off. The next step will be to remove the tail section of the bike. This is done by removing these 4 fasteners. This step is fairly delicate, so you want to use caution. You will pull back on the fairing just a little bit, and then let's go down on the bottom. Pulling it back a little bit allows you to disengage these tabs here. Now you can pull them out from the center fairing on both sides. Now that that's free, we'll go up top again. You will need to pry this tail fairing open and pull it back to about here, and now you can remove it like so. On this particular bike, the fender has already been eliminated and the signals have been taken off. So these plugs are already unplugged from the stock signals and license plate light. This will make this whole installation a little bit easier. We need to remove the wire, the taillight wire, from its keepers on the undertail. There's a couple of them. Alright, the wire is free. And we'll come back here. This white plug is the main taillight plug. We'll need to undo that from the harness. This is done by prying up on this little tab gently and pulling out the plug from the harness plug. You can route that wire all the way up back here. And now we'll need to remove the taillight unit. And this is done by unscrewing these 2 screws from the side. And the taillight's free to come out. Grab the wire again. Put it to the side. Okay, so now you will need to remove the original fasteners from the OEM taillight that you had. These right here. Both sides, and install them on your new TST Industries taillight. Just pry it gently with a screwdriver, come right off. So for the installation on the taillight, you want the threaded boss part towards the middle of the taillight with only the hole on the outside. Like that. Both sides. And now we're ready to reinstall on the bike. Now to reinstall the TST Industries taillight onto your bike, start by routing the wires through here. And now you will want to put this tab right into the stop tab on the undertail. You give it a wiggle. You have to make sure that it didn't go past that tab. Now you will fasten the taillight into the undertail with the screws you took out from your original setup. The next step will be to route these wires from your harness back towards where your main taillight plug is, right here. You want them close to each other. Now over here in the back of the bike, we will route the TST Industries taillight wires like so, using the clips on the undertail. There's another one deep under there. It's best if you use that one as well. Now you route your TST Industries wires with plugs back to this compartment to meet up with the harness plugs. And now you have everything in one place. You will take the main plug, connect it into the main plug harness, and take your signal plugs, connect them in as well. Now you want to test the function of the signals. Alright, so now we'll just neaten up this whole bunch of wires here. Make sure nothing is sticking up. And after this, you're ready to reassemble your bike in the reverse order of disassembly.